Back to another prediction game.
It's the Raiders and the Steelers under the lights on
You hear that?
Sunday night.
And that game's tonight, too. This
EA
Sunday.
Sports coverage of the NFL brings
You
us
already
to
know
the
what it
world's
is.
steel
I'm gonna call for
capital
the
in
Steelers to
city
win
of
this game
bridges, Pittsburgh,
and tonight's game.
Pennsylvania, and Acrisure
Even if we
Stadium.
lose, we're still winning.
Well, what a matchup. Two
And I'm gonna bet some money too tonight.
franchises with so much history, so much
Yes,
tradition,
sir.
getting set to do battle here. As
Shit.
it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders
Hopefully y'all
taking
enjoy
on
y'all
the
day.
Pittsburgh Steelers.
Y'all enjoy
Here in
y'all
the Steel
weekend.
City, I'm Brandon Gaudin, joined by my partner, Charles
But without
Davis.
further
And
ado,
Charles, it
this
doesn't
thing's
matter
about
what
to
year
start.
it is, who the players are that are wearing
And
the
just make sure y'all hit that like,
Never
subscribe, and
an
that
easy
share
assignment
button.
to come in and win here in
And don't forget to
Pittsburgh
follow
on
me
this
on
field.
DMV Freezing
And this team
Gaming on
always takes
Instagram.
on the identity of this city. They're going to be tough physically, but they're also going to be tough mentally. Just 3 head coaches in 54 years. They've established their program. They know who they are. Good luck coming in and trying to take one from the Steelers.
And then for the Raiders, this is a tough team to figure out. They stumbled home to a 6-11 finish last year. But you say if they want to turn things around, it has to start on the defensive end.
It certainly does. And while they've had some dynamic pass rushers along the way, they've needed more. They've added them now in free agency and the draft, as well as some new faces on the back end to help shut down people throwing the football.
Here's the former Auburn kicker Daniel Carlson to get this one started. And with the terrible towels waving wildly, we are underway from Pittsburgh. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Steelers offense set for their first possession here, and it's Kenny Pickett who will lead the way, the second-year man, Charles, from Pitt.
Pickett didn't quite lead Pittsburgh to the promised land in his first season as the hometown kid and franchise quarterback, but he did impress once he got on the field. Winning 7 games helped keep the vaunted streak of non-losing seasons alive in the Steel City.
Throwing first play is Pickett. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Here's 2nd and 10. Pickett, he'll look to throw it. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
You get a sense of what this game plan might be. They think they can take a few home run shots against this defense. They tried it there on the opening drive, but that ball's incomplete.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Now Pickett. A throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
On 4th down, here's Presley Harvin on to punt. DeAndre Carter back deep. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. So now it's the Raiders' turn to go on offense for the first time. They'll be led out by their quarterback standing at 6'2" from Eastern Illinois. It's Jimmy Garoppolo.
And Jimmy Garoppolo has shown that he can be a Super Bowl quarterback, but his biggest problem, his ability to stay healthy and remain on the field. When able, he's a capable quarterback prone to winning games both in the regular and postseason.
A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Now the NFL's leading rusher a season ago, Josh Jacobs. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Well, I think after that run, the defense getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
2nd down, Jacobs once more. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to third down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
Third down and 1. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was third and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you should have a few men in the box there.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40.
Yes, sir. Come on.
Just what you want on a
Yep.
first down run. Call it
Come on,
8
Steelers.
yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd down and 2. Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down.
I will see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Here's a handoff to Jacobs running left. Well, this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage.
God damn. Come on now, Steelers. Don't get played like that.
Not to be underestimated. How about this, right? You're on the road. You're under the lights. National television audience. This is not a dress rehearsal, partner. This is for real. And a pretty nice opening statement.
After the made field goal, Carlson now sets up to kick this away. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
Pickett to throw on first down. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he says, we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, Really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
Caught on the right side by Adams. Just a gain of a couple there. And it's second down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Now Garoppolo throwing on second. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Jacoby Myers, an 18-yard touchdown grab, as his guys are able to extend their lead. A nice connection there, finding his target, and that'll put 6 up on the board.
Just like they drew it up in their playbook and reiterated it on the sidelines, right? Perfect route, a good throw, and the defense, they had no answer for that right there.
Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. He's got it, and now it's a 10-0 lead here in the opening quarter. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it was all capped off by Jacoby Myers on the touchdown reception. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And the Steelers set to take the field. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Second down. Here's Pickett. That's caught. Allen Robinson. And nothing to speak of there after the catch as they get him right to the ground at the 37. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline or from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
First and 10. Here's Pickett. Pass complete. George Pickens with it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 14 yards that time for number 14.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Pickett now on first down. Now a short pass pulled in by Washington. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. $10-0 the score after one on EA Sports. Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up. Pickett will look to throw.
Come on now. Come on now. What the fuck?
Is incomplete.
Stop rushing the damn ball.
Forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Pickett now to throw off the play fake.
Okay.
That's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on third down, and they keep the drive going.
But Josh McDaniels, he had his mind made up on that one. He disagrees, and he'll throw the challenge flag.
Oh, come on.
Keep those feet in
Nope.
bounds. That's the
Don't
question
look like
you
it.
gotta decide.
Nope.
And I gotta say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like
No,
a
I
heck
don't
of a
look
catch
like it.
because he
Hate
didn't
to see
appear
it.
to bobble,
Nope.
which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call.
They gonna give it to him?
After review of the play, ruling on the field.
So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed
Shit.
remain a completed pass.
That's my team, but shit, I don't know what the hell y'all looking at. That looked like it was out.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Dialing up another pass here. Pickett. Out route, and he connects with Freiermuth. And in for the Steelers touchdown.
Let's go.
Freiermuth. And the Steelers have coming backward in a score. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside, they give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards, and boy, did he come through, bowling his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
Boswell good with the extra point, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he returns this to the 22. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Meanwhile, Garoppolo's throw into the hands of Hooper. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Able to avoid him at the 40. Able to slither by. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's another 1st down as this time they get an even 20.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack. And guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. To throw, it's Garoppolo. Short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Now a 2nd and 2. They'll run right here with Jacobs. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Garoppolo going to try and throw on 3rd. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
The kick by Carlson is good, and the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
After the made field goal, Carlson now sets up to kick this away. This fielded right at the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
I did end up playing this game, bro.
Offline.
Shoot, we were tied up the last quarter.
Charles, if you remember, they started basically in the shadows
it was
of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partners,
Then they scored the field goal.
A physical reaction watching what's happening right now.
But like the
let's
last
give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
A nice carry by Harris, who had temper sledding it in his Pro Bowl rookie season, but still topped 1,000 yards as a Steeler sophomore. As Pittsburgh tries to climb back to the top of the AFC North, he remains a player that their offense relies on.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. It's brought in by Harris.
Offside. Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Following the penalty, it's 1st and 5, and you got to think offensively, all kinds of options. Harris running straight ahead. And this is going to be a Steelers 1st down as the tackle made it about the 43-yard line. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Meanwhile, Pickett's throw here taken in by Boykin. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down. I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play, with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call.
After review of the play, ruling on the field stands.
Good
On
shit.
1st and 10, it's Pickett.
Mm.
Throw left side, hauled in by
Thank you.
Pickens. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37, gain of 9. Second down and a yard. Back to throw, Pickett. Setting up the screen, Harris. And he gets it down to the 32. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
They'll throw again with Pickett. Open man, that's the tight end fire move. And they're going to have a first down, and they're in field goal range as well. It's a down inside the 20.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Looking to throw, Pickett. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to
There you
go.
go. Preserve that clock. Preserve that clock until you get that touchdown. Yes, so preserve that clock.
They'll try to run with Harris. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They'll try and run with Harris. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown.
Yes, sir.
A touchdown right there from a yard out. And the Steelers are an extra point away from moving out in front in the final minute of the half. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And that will give them the lead here as we get on towards halftime. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Time again to see Josh Jacobs and this Vegas offense operate. They're behind in the first half here, CD, but it's not to any fault of their running back. He's had a strong start to this one.
And you're right about that, partner, because watching him play, you would think that his team is in the lead. He has been a lot of fun in this contest. Now let's see if they can actually make something happen, put more points on the board behind his efforts.
Yeah, I'm curious to see, Charles, if they can play complementary football and get that passing game going as well. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Garoppolo's throw there complete to Myers. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. They'll come up now 3rd and 3. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Give them 12 yards that time, and a Las Vegas first.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his...
Now, I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Did he keep those feet in bounds?
Nope.
That's the question they've got
Nope.
to decide. And I got to say,
Nope.
watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah,
Nope.
certainly
You
looked
just saying
like a
stuff all the
heck of a
time.
catch because
I
he
said
didn't
no.
appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call.
Man, what the fuck is y'all watching?
Garoppolo on first down. It gets it right back to Mayer. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That'll give him 8 that time, and it'll be 2nd in a couple.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent game. Garoppolo again. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout called. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This will be from 56 yards out. And he missed it. It's no good. And that'll keep this a 1-point game.
And anytime you see a kicker trot out and try to run for 56 yards, you know everything's got to come off perfectly for it to have a chance. If the laces aren't quite right, if he doesn't hit the fat part of the ball just right, it's unlikely to go through, and that one winds up no good.
Final play of the first half. Here's Pickett. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a 1-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everyone, to our brand new studios here in downtown Orlando in the EA Sports Halftime Report. We got a fine first half out of the former Alabama man, Najee Harris. He wound up finding the end zone on a touchdown run to help give his guys the advantage here at the break.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. Are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this third quarter of action. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Now comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. But, Charles, we saw pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
On the ground, Jacobs will get the third quarter started. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Meanwhile, Garoppolo's, and this throw brought in here by Mayer. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and now it's 3rd and 3.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough at run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Here's A.J. Cole now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5, and they will take over 1st and 10. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively, just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on 1st down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
From the 33, here's 2nd and 6.
Don't
Pickett back to throw.
Come on, man, throw it a bit.
And the Raiders have got him. Max Crosby blowing up the play and getting the sack. This defense coming out after the half, and if that plays any indicator, Charles, maybe a little refreshed and refocused here for quarters 3 and 4.
Yeah, they did really well on that one. That's exactly what they need to keep doing if they want to change their fortunes in this game.
Pickett and the Steelers in need of a big play here. 3rd and long after the sack. They'll set up a throw. That's complete to his tight end Freiermuth. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath by all means.
The Steelers send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. On the ground is Jacobs to start the drive. 59 yards on the ground for him so far.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on 2nd down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 4. Throwing now is Garoppolo. Over the middle, he's got Myers. Quick slant there, gets him the first down, 6 yards on the play.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there, keeps the sticks moving.
quick throw out to Adams on the perimeter. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Well executed 22-yard gain.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. There's Garoppolo to throw. That's complete into the hands of Myers. 2 yards on the pickup there, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 34-yard line.
A handoff, Jacobs running to the left. And he'll get this pretty close to a first down as he's tackled at the Steelers' 28. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. It's a first down following a gain of 3. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Pittsburgh. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. Play action, Garoppolo. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Jacobs going to try the middle. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
But if you're going to have a relay race, you're probably going to pick your backs and receivers to run it. But don't underestimate the conditioning of the offensive line. They're out there just dictating things, staying on the field, and keeping a long drive going.
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. That is caught. And the Raiders are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. Jacobs is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the 4th quarter, plays like that.
Yeah, it took a little more time off
the clock. They're holding
do it that way, didn't they?
That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up. The loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder. And they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
The Steeler defense proving its mettle here. And now this is 3rd and goal. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Let's go. Run it. Run it. He got that. He got that. Number 6, boy, he was on it. But not fast enough.
It's a pick 6. Steeler touchdown. An excellent play there, CD on the pick 6. And I think they have nickel. Do they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just want to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick 6.
Extra point now by Boswell. And with that, the lead is up to 8. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. And can they regroup? That's the question. The pick 6 hurt, no doubt, but this is still a one-score game here in the 4th. Garoppolo going to lead the Raiders up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. Caught out right by Renfro. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game. Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Garoppolo looks to throw. Short throw. That's held in by Mayer. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a 1st down. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. It used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
On 1st down, Garoppolo. Looking deep for Adams. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't fit in.
I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a one-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Garoppolo looks to throw once more. A short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer. Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price and try and rise up and overcome it.
Garoppolo with a throw that's caught by Mayer, the tight end. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Even if you score, it's not gonna be 5 more.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
Yeah, see.
So it's Raider football
Technically,
as
it's
we
almost
get
like
you
you got running
reset.
back.
They come up now on 2nd and 2. Back to throw, Garoppolo. He finds his man, complete. It's Jenkins. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there, picked up the 1st down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as they understand where they are on the field?
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Now Garoppolo. His throw caught right around the 6. Touchdown Raiders. Michael Mayer for 21 yards.
There's the touchdown.
And the Raiders Steelers have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th.
The touchdown is huge, but the focus now is on the two-point play. I don't want to say they have a cushion here, but if they don't get it, they still have a chance for onside kick.
Yeah, they would need some big-time help, but you're right. There would be a shot, but the focus right now on that 2-point conversion.
I like it going for it.
And it's caught. And with it, we are tied here in the
Ayo.
4th. Huge conversion there to tie this thing up, but they're not done yet. Their defense needs to get a stop.
Yeah, there's still plenty of time for the other team to come downfield and put some points on the board, but job one was taken care of.
Going in
The
OT?
2-point conversion to get this
Is
thing
this
tied.
going to go in OT? Or what? Dang.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Steelers ready to take over on offense. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Boy, what is it going to be? It's going in overtime. Oh, what? It's taking from anybody's game right now.
Here's 1st and 10.
Well, if this shit happened tonight, I would be no good.
Here's Pickett. Finding Washington. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
But he picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run the play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Here's 1st down. Now Pickett. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. He was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Looking to throw here. Pickett. Pass complete to Robinson.
This man is rushing it. He's rushing the ball.
And now
it's
it's
3rd and 10.
Here. This is 3rd and 10. Pickett to throw.
Should have ran it, motherfucker. Oh, 1st one.
And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st. And they are knocking on the door of field goal range now. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me.
I got a feeling they're about to throw an interception or something.
Plenty of time left, plus all 3 timeouts. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Pickett.
Ooh.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Inside a minute to go. Here's 2nd and 10 now.
There you go. Run it.
This is Harris. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
You gotta throw it.
Here's 3rd down and 5. Now the Steelers use the 1st of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2.
Boy, if y'all don't throw an interception.
A big play looming.
Yeah, but y'all go for a
On
field goal.
third down. On third down, here's Harris. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Final minute, one timeout remaining. 1st and 10. Now a first down carry for Harris.
Oh.
And
Time
just
out.
good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard
Oh, they ain't call it. They ain't call it yet. They ain't call it time out yet. When you ever heard it's the fucking ball, go for a field goal or something.
And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining.
Boy, we in field goal range. Let's go for a kick. Let's go for a kick. Just go for the kick.
Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game.
There you go. There you go. Use the kick. Use the kick.
So on now for the field goal try, Chris Boswell. His first attempt of the night here, and it's a big one. It's for the win. And this one is right through.
Let's go.
Celebrations on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. And I tell you, when it comes to needing a field goal in a closing seconds pressure situation, there's something to be said for having a veteran kicker trot out there.
You know what? Y'all can run that shit back from that kickoff. I would be surprised. 7 o'clock, 7 seconds on the clock.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away.
Oh shit, this y'all don't get one play.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
This is it right here. If you haven't already, make sure you hit the like and the subscribe and that share button if you're new.
One final try now for
Interception.
Garoppolo.
Oh, nope.
He has Mayer complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Game over there.
Well, it took us until the
Game
final
over there.
play to officially decide a winner, although on that
Game
last
over
play
there.
they were so backed up it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Hopefully y'all enjoyed the game. Yeah, I know I did. And just wait for tonight's game, for the official game. I still got the Steelers winning. But until next time, I'll catch y'all later. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday. Peace.